Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30. Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
Justin Fields endured some literal growing pains his rookie season, taking hits and being forced to run for it behind a porous offensive line. But he also had moments where he showed his upside as a franchise quarterback. He did win 2 of his first 3 starts and had a 100-yard rushing game against San Francisco in Week 8. Several offseason changes in Chicago should help get Fields some help in year 2.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
A big play there on the first play of the game. 48 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Into the hands of Pettis. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Fields.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete.
And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Fields going to hold on to it. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now it's Fields. Locates Mooney on the out route.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Cairo Santos, former Chiefs kicker, on for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Here comes the Kansas City offense, and in his 6th season of conducting this high-powered attack, coming off 4 straight Pro Bowls, it's Patrick Mahomes.
When talking about Patrick Mahomes, what's a normal season for him is probably a career year for 99% of the other quarterbacks in the game today. 4,800 yards, 37 touchdowns, and a 4th straight trip to the AFC title game. He is making sure that all of us understand what he is doing is sometimes beyond spectacular, and his team follows accordingly. When he's under center, KC always has a shot.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On first down, Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Noah Gray
from 8 yards out.
And the Chiefs have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Hardman on the return.
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball.
And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Fields hit and the ball is loose.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now this one complete on the slant route. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw.
His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And here's Fields. Touchdown Bears! N'Keal Harry from 6 yards away. And the Bears are able to move back in front.
Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was all finished off on the touchdown catch by N'Keal Harry. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right.
A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down, but they're set up well.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
taking it in from a yard out as his guys have now moved out in front.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 14-10. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
A great move by Montgomery. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Fields.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's the backup Simeon. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Michael Dana
in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. They find some open field here.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still.
Touchdown! Blake Bell from 6 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Bears offense ready to get going again.
They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Simeon now to throw. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
A handoff for Herbert.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
And that play stopped behind the line by a corner. Trent McDuffie getting in there.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Simeon.
And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Simeon. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Simeon. That one going to be complete to David Moore.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And right side, they're going to go option here. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Henny. And Gordon's got it.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now Henny.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Gore is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time, they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. And right side, they're going to go option here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Quick look on the slant. It's Gordon. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
A nice run there by Jones on 1st down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Noah Gray,
ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the route is on here in this 1st half. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Simeon. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first down, Simeon. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And now they're in the hurry-up. From just shy of midfield, Simeon. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On first down, it's Simeon. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To the air again, Simeon. Got his man, that's Harry. And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Here's Simeon. That's complete to Sharp.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Simeon. Throw left side complete to Harry.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Here's Simeon. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. James O'Shaughnessy from 6 yards away. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Kansas City offense and Ronald Jones heading back out now.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Simeon incomplete on first. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now Simeon. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year.
Well, we all missed football in the offseason, but apparently not everybody missed halftime. We skipped right over. We get back to the action.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ronald Jones, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Simeon. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. Catch is made by Harry. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Second down, McKinnon. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he gets it up past the 35.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Tershawn Wharton, the one to get him to the ground on the defensive side. Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Simeon on 1st down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Henney. He'll air this one toward Coleman.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Gordon, complete.
He's going to have the first down and then some.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 24.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Again, it's Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Second and 5 now. Henne.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Jones fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's third and goal now. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Here's Jones. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they stiffen. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now Simeon. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
The give is to Jones. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
He'll take this to the 46.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Three-quarters have come and gone. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now back to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Simeon.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and now it's second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Simeon throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Desperation time for Simeon on 4th. Throw right side of the tight end O'Shaughnessy. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Back to throw, Simeon. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. James O'Shaughnessy ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They're going to try and run.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here again is McKinnon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
11 more on that one and another 1st down. A give to Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
On 2nd and goal, Henne, and it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bears are right back in this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes...
And Simeon is brought down behind the goal line, and that is 2 points. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
It was Matthew Adams who got him down on the defensive side.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From the 39, Henne. Got Gordon open, completes it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Up the middle, Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing Buechele.
Over the middle, complete. That's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try with McKinnon. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jerick McKinnon.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 23. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Simeon now to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. From the gun, here's Simeon. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Throwing again is Simeon. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Simeon. His throw incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Simeon. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know.
Now Simeon stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Penning.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This is Jones. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. It's Dominic Robinson who comes in and makes a play.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Blake Bell, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chiefs up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Somebody to hold me. Some done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games, 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 games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been wearing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We could take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me. Yeah, slowly. Ain't no more taking it slowly. Yeah, holy. You're dealing with something that's holy. Yeah, hold me. I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. Life will come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memory lives on. Be strong. Don't cry when I'm gone. This life is a path to infinity.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know, go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know, go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the park and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking a from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full of milk before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best.
Today, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 2 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead.
Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
They'll run with the third-year man, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no return for Erickson. Out to the 25-yard line. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the seventh-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His third NFL team, Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz and the Washington Commanders are hoping to provide stability for each other starting in 2022. It's the third team in 3 years for Wentz and the fourth starter in 4 years for Washington. The big thing with Wentz has always been staying on the field. And last season in Indianapolis, he played a full second.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Erickson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Washington's offense ready to go again. There's Antonio Gibson.
He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Once more, Gibson.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
Wentz now to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week one, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Edwards-Helaire. And a short pickup to about the 25. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
36 yards on the play.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. From the 35 on second down, Mahomes.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw complete there to Smith-Schuster.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pick up there of 20 yards. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Now Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Noah Gray
from 3 yards out.
And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. No return here for Erickson. Touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Washington offense going back to work. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
From the 27, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now Wentz on 3rd down.
Throw right side taken in by Gibson.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Here's Hardman to return. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the 2nd quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Edwards-Helaire is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And no return for Erickson out to the 25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. On play action, it's Wentz. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Now Wentz sliding out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carlos Dunlap, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Now this first quarter, let's just be frank, it's been a disaster so far offensively.
Yeah, already down multiple scores, and it doesn't appear they can get out of their own way right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down now, run with McKinnon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
71 yards rushing here for Edwards-Helaire. It's a first down.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On the slant, he's got Hardman.
Touchdown! Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the route is goes on here in this first half. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Erickson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Wentz going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Catch made. Erickson over the middle. Touchdown, Washington. Alex Erickson, 39 yards.
And the Commanders are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 35-yard line. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
From the 31, Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's
17-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Wentz's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A give up the middle to Gibson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Wentz on the bootleg.
And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. On play action, Wentz. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Erickson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Now Wentz. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
Now Wentz. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. To throw, it's Wentz.
Samuel bringing in the slant. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Wentz.
He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick from 10 yards out. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And this pass going to be caught by Hardman. On the move. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up. Boy, ball security a problem for him. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now a give. This is McKinnon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
So after the INT, here's Wentz.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Wentz finding McLaurin there for the Commanders first. They'll try the left side with Gibson.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Past the 20. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Over the middle, it's Thomas.
And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
To throw is Wentz. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Carlos Dunlap. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Thomas. Touchdown.
Logan Thomas
from 13 yards out.
And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was capped off by the Logan Thomas touchdown catch. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
McKenna. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. So a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this 3rd quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A run here for J.D. McKissick.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
McKissick again on 2nd down.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
To throw is Heineke.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A carry now for McKissick. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Now Heineke. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing. Heineke.
This will be caught by Brown.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 30 on 2nd down.
Heineke. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Bates. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Here's Heineke. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
J.D. McKissick ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line. They'll run with McKissick.
There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Williams. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Now Heineke.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. De'Ami Brown
from 4 yards out.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
And it looks like, yes, the Commanders have it. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Heineke to throw it. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. in need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Here's McKissick. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll go again with McKissick. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Heineke
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Heineke now.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Sean Wharton drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Sly able to put this one through.
And with it, they have taken the lead.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Here's McKinnon.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 83 yards on the ground now for McKinnon. He's got a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go with Gore. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now a first down carry by Jones.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll go again to Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make them...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Chiefs have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will make this a 4-point game. That time a 9-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes.
It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And that is incomplete. Batting that one free defensively was Lonnie Johnson.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Jerick McKinnon making his way back onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
101 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, McKinnon again. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Is knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Henning. And that is incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches.
They'll try it up the gut with Gore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Heineke.
This is caught. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. They will run it. It's McKissick. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
McKissick again on second down.
And he'll take it across the 15 and into Chief territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal? Go to work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On the handoff, it's Gore. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Penny.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
3rd and short. And he loses the football the 2nd time.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Heineke, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Heineke now looking to throw on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 3rd down, Heineke throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5 now.
Heineke out route here. He finds Turner.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Bates.
Touchdown, Washington. John Bates
from 8 yards out.
And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
Taking it about the 1.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's Gore.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Up the middle, Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. To throw on 2nd and 6. Henney. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Josh Gordon, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Butker on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Back to throw here. Open man here, Sims, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Heineke on first down. That's into the hands of his tight end Bates. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. But remember now, no overtime in the preseason, but where the score's at now, overtime would be unlikely. If these guys can put it in the end zone here, they'd be looking pretty good. He will push his way down to about the 14. Heineke trying to get him up to the line quickly. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw. Touchdown. Kelvin Harmon from 13 yards out. And the Commanders have retaken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Henne. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The give is to Jones. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That's now 3 straight plays of over 15 yards and 3 straight first downs. Here's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, if you tie the game, they couldn't go any farther, they had too many injuries? I'm not sure what was going on there, but I'm with you. I'm stunned they didn't try and kick the field goal there.
Somebody to hold me. Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. God damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah.